there, welcome to day one of our Portion Perfection Party. I'm Sherry Diaz. I am hosting this party and I am so glad you are here. So before we dig into the meat of what we're going to talk about today, let's start by keeping it real about portion control. Portion control is the missing link when it comes to seeing results in your journey. And remember that your fitness and wellness journey is going to look different from everyone else's, and that's okay. But the one thing we all have in common is we seriously jack up our portions. And trust me, manufacturers have it set up so that you're destined to fail. And what I mean by that is a lot of the times when we think we're having a proper portion size, we're not. And our food is labeled to totally throw us off. Say you like Oreos. Did you know a proper portion of Oreos, according to their nutrition facts, is 3 cookies? Who really only eats 3 Oreos? Or let's talk ice cream. Did you know that a serving size for ice cream is actually 3 ounces, which is really a tiny small scoop of ice cream? Who does that? Who eats that? That's not even what you get when you go to the ice cream truck. So we live in a world of portion distortion, and it's really crucial that we understand it and let it work for our benefit instead of against us. So here's the truth of the matter. You can overeat anything, even salad. Conversely, you can undereat. And we tend to overeat the things we don't need to and undereat the things we need to eat more. Like whenever someone says that they're starting a diet, a word I can't stand, that usually conjures in the mind this idea of, well, I need to cut my carbs and I need to cut some of my meats, and I need to up my vegetables. Well, part of that is true, but the problem comes in is that we tend to cut out too much of the carb and too much of the meat, and then it's not balancing out with our veggies, and we're trying to figure out why we're starving all the time. So this week, we're gonna learn how to portion control, how to eat well, and not be hungry. So talking about cutting carbs, that's what this video is gonna focus on. Carbs. Whenever people feel like they want to lose weight real quick or they want to fit into some pants real quick, the first thing they say is, I'm cutting carbs. Like carbs are the devil. They're not. They're so essential. People who cut all carbs out of their diets tend to be super sleepy all the time because you're not getting any energy from the process of your body breaking down these complex carbohydrates. The problem is that in the real world, we get overfed simple carbohydrates, which really do nothing for our bodies but spike our sugar and leave us crashing. Think when you order Chinese food. What does your plate usually look like when it comes? You open it and it's like 3/4 of this container is stuffed with nothing but rice, and then you have a little bit of meat. So you feel sluggish afterwards and you're ready for a nap because those simple carbohydrates don't do anything to fuel your body. They just give you like a sugar spike and it gives you a crash afterward. And you're probably hungry like 2 hours later. Complex carbohydrates take a long time to make it through your system. They fuel you and give you energy. So while we might need to cut carbs a little, it's even more important that we are giving ourselves the right kind of carbs. So let's talk about your portions. So go into your portion party bag and grab your portion control containers. This yellow guy is your carb measurer. It might look small, but it packs a lot in there. Remember, as long as it fits in here, it's the right portion. Now, what makes this so easy and why it's my favorite container is because these are the foods you can cook in bulk. So if you want to make it simple for yourself, in the beginning of the week, go ahead and make a massive pot of brown rice or a massive pot of quinoa or your favorite whole wheat pasta. And then when it's time to eat, just use this as your scoop to put on your plate. For many of us, if we're exercising, we need to have about 3 of these containers a day. Now, it'll vary based on your current weight and your exercise level, but we'll get more into that later during the week. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a look at the carb guide that I sent you in today's email and pick 2 to 3 carbs that you think you want to cook for the week. Write down the carbs that you choose because you're formulating your own menu and your own grocery list to help you with portion control. So tomorrow you're going to get your daily email and we are going to focus on fruits. And you're going to learn your proper portion and the amount of servings of fruits you should be having each day.